So I hadn't been on my mission too long. I would say, I probably had been out about 6 months or so, and I went on exchanges with the other elders in my apartment. And I just remember that day. So just we just got done talking about planning and more like spiritual planning, right? And so we had planned out this day. So we had prayed and thought about an area to go find somebody to teach, right? Because we didn't have anybody to teach. So we prayed, started looking for an area. So we found an area on a map. We're like, all right, so this is the area, and we just kept narrowing down the area to a street. I think we came up with 2 streets we wanted to contact, right? And so it's just very interesting how when you're specific with things, when you're a lot more specific with Heavenly Father, He's a lot more specific in what He blesses you with, right? Is what I learned from this experience. And so we went out tracting. We got to these 2 streets, and we were running low on time. I don't remember what we had to do, but there was something we had to be to, in just like an hour later. And so we didn't have time to knock every single door on those streets because all those doors were in apartment buildings, right? And so my companion was just like, hey, we're gonna walk down this street, and you tell me when you feel like we should go into a building. And so we're just walking down the street, and he asked me, he's like, hey, like, have you felt anything yet? I was like, no, not yet. And so we keep walking down the street. He's like, hey, like, let me know when you felt something. Have you felt anything? And there's this building that we had already passed, and I just like had this this impression to go in there, but I was like, no, like that wasn't that strong. So we kept going down. And he asked me, hey, like, have you felt anything? For like a 3rd or 4th time, right? I was like, all right, like, we're going to go back to this building. So we go back to this building, go all the way to the top floor, and the first door we knock on is this family, right? And so we contacted this family, amazing family, and not very often do they honestly like even let you talk to them, right there at the door. And so just being able to, so we were able to contact the family. We set up an appointment with the family, and it wasn't in my area, and so the elders came back and taught that family, and it was just amazing that that this family was able to be so receptive to the gospel and so ready for the gospel. And when you're so, like I said earlier, when you're specific with Heavenly Father, He'll be specific with you, and He will pretty much take you right to those who are prepared for the gospel, all right? And so I learned that when you're trying to do and find the people that are ready, Heavenly Father will lead you to them. So it was a cool experience.